Hey guys, so for today's video we are going to talk about the infamous Dyson Airwrap. I bought this sucker and I've been testing it all week, so I'm going to give you my thoughts, if I think you should buy it, if it's worth the money. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I bought the Prussian blue Dyson Airwrap. I was so excited to buy this. Here it is. This is what it looks like. I spent like $650 on it, which is just astronomical. I was in disbelief. Sticker shock. I bought it from Ulta.com because I wanted the rewards points. I did have points to use and I just thought it might save me a little bit of money versus buying it on the Dyson site. So it comes in this really luxurious case and I love the case. It's really beautiful. It has a magnetic close and then you open it up and these are the attachments that you have with your Dyson. You have the blow dryer attachment. You have two sets of barrels. A shorter one and a little bit of a longer one, and then you also have two brushes and a round brush attachment. I didn't show it, but this did come with like a travel case and like a little heat pad that you would set your Dyson on when it's hot, you know, that kind of thing. So for $650 you get quite a bit of things, right? So on your Dyson, if you've never seen one, you have an on and off switch. You have 3 heat settings, hot, medium, and like a cool setting. And then you have 3 air settings. So that's pretty much it. It's super easy to use. You do have barrels with arrows on them and that tells you which way your hair is going to wrap around the barrel. So it's really convenient and just really well thought out in my opinion.
So I did take a shower and I washed my hair and it says to use this Dyson on damp hair. So I used the blow dryer attachment, which I really loved. I thought it did a really good job at drying my hair and making my hair feel nice and smooth. I felt like it blow dried it pretty quick too. So this was a really good first impression.
When I bought this, I just thought this was like the standard Airwrap that everyone bought, everyone had. I had no idea they had long barrels, right? I just thought it was like one size fits all type deal. Not true. And I'll explain more about that later. But so this is me testing it out. You can see my hair just automatically wraps around the barrel and I just twist it up. I let it sit there. On the instructions that come with the Dyson, it says hold it on a high setting for 10 to 15 seconds. So that's what I did for every single curl. 10 to 15 seconds, and then you switch it to the cool setting for 10 to 15 seconds as well. And this is supposed to set the curl. So this is what I did. And honestly, the curl that it gave me, really beautiful. I was so excited about it. I was so happy. I was like, oh, this is gonna look good, right? So one thing that really excited me about the Dyson was the fact that it doesn't damage your hair. So the technology that they use, I'm gonna read it from my phone here. It doesn't rely on heat alone to change the bonds within the hair structure. It uses air to help get volume into the curl and it avoids extreme temperatures. Intelligent heat control measures and regulates the heat. By keeping the temperature below 150 degrees Celsius, it helps protect your hair from extreme heat damage and maintain shine. So that right there is like a huge selling point, right? So as I keep using this, I'm getting more and more excited because my hair is just looking really voluminous. The curls are looking really big and bouncy. And I'm just like, wow, like this was worth the money. This is so cool. So it's important to note that I did not use any hair product. Besides washing, conditioning my hair, I did not use any oils, texture creams, styling creams, nothing. People think I have thick hair. I don't. I actually have very fine hair. I do have quite a bit of it, but it is very fine. So here comes the point where I need to brush out my curls, right? We're not just gonna leave our curls like this. So I just take my fingers, and this is what I would do if I were to use a regular curling iron. I just brush my fingers through my curls to kind of loosen them up and not make them, you know, so like stuck to my head. I even noticed that before I started brushing my fingers through my hair, my curls had loosened. And that was just from me being done with one side and doing the other side.
So this is what my curls look like after I brush my fingers through them. They're very soft, very like light and loose, and I really thought they were pretty.
So I went on about my day, right? I did some errands around the house and it was about at the hour mark. I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, where did my curls go? Like they completely fell. So this is what my curls look like after an hour.
Sorry for the poor lighting, but fast forward, this is what they look like right before I was gonna go to bed. So probably 4 hours after that last clip.
Let's fast forward to the next day. I tried it again. I'm not a quitter. I'm like, I'm gonna make this work. So the next day I woke up And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try this again, but I'm gonna try the other barrel that the Dyson comes with. So it's like a fatter barrel, a little bit longer. I've seen people do their curls a different way rather than just kind of wrapping it. I was like, all right, this isn't bad. So I did another piece. And mind you, I did the same exact process, held it for 10 to 15 seconds, and then hit it with the cool shot for 10 to 15 seconds. And it was just not looking good.
So even though I'm against hairspray, I busted out the hairspray because these look like they were going to fall in 2 seconds. So I tried a few more strands this way and it just was not working. So I went ahead and I switched it back to the way I did it yesterday. So with this shorter, fatter barrel, my curls were not holding up very well, as you can see. So here's what they look like after I curled my hair and after I brushed through them. You guys, this looks so bad. My hair holds curls so well. So I was honestly so shocked. Look at my face. I'm like, what is going on?
So by this point in time, I'm just like, I wasted $650. I started watching TikTok videos. I started watching YouTube videos. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? It's gotta be me. But then I found a video and this girl talks about using long barrels, and I'm like, long barrels? Where the heck do you get long barrels at? Because if you look at Ulta, if you look at Sephora, you'll see that they just have like the sets that I have, just the short barrels. So I went on Dyson's website, and you can actually take a quiz on their site, what they think is the best type of Airwrap for your hair. So I filled out the quiz. You can see here, these are the questions that I asked. These are my answers. And it recommended the long barrel. And I was like, ah, crap.
So I said, screw it. Instead of just buying the long barrels with my short barrel blue Prussian set, I just bought a whole new long barrel set because I thought, well, what if I end up liking the long barrels, but I don't need the short barrels? You know, it just kind of seemed like a waste of money. So I just went ahead and bought a brand new set. So here's me just kind of unwrapping it and showing you guys what it looks like. And so you guys can see the true difference between the long barrels and the short barrels. Here is the side-by-side comparison. So the long barrels are much longer.
Now it's time for me to try the long barrels. I was excited. I was like, yes, these are gonna work on my hair. So I got my Moroccan oil styling cream, put it in my damp hair. I never use styling creams, but I thought, you know what? Let's just try it for this long barrel, just in case. So, wrapped it up the same way, 10 to 15 seconds, held it on the highest heat setting, did the 10 to 15 second cool shot, and then this was the first curl. And I was like, ooh, I could tell it was tighter, which I like. So I was like, yes, it's not gonna fall immediately like the short barrels did with my hair. And I do think I should have just started with the long barrel in the first place, but again, I didn't even know long barrels existed. So why Dyson doesn't sell long barrels and short barrels together, I don't know. Do they think just everyone has short hair and the short barrels work for everyone? Because it doesn't, clearly.
So once I finished curling my entire head, this is what the curls look like. They did loosen up a little bit as I curled the other side, but they still look pretty good. So I used my fingers and just kind of brushed through the curls, which did loosen them up even more, but they still ended up looking really good. Again, soft, subtle, loose waves is kind of the theme, I think, with Dyson. So here's what they ended up looking like, and then I'm going to check back in an hour and show you guys what they look like. So here was about an hour and a half check-in. You can see they did loosen up even more, but they still look pretty good, a lot better than the short barrels. And then here is the last check-in. This was probably 3 or so hours later from that last video. So the curls still look pretty good. Some have loosened up in the back, but the front of the hair is staying strong. So I'll take it, a lot better than the outcome of the short barrels. So the long barrels definitely work better for my hair. So I used a round brush attachment after my last check-in just to show you guys it because it's so good. I want to do a whole video using it because I love the look that it gives you. So the round brush attachment is 10 out of 10.
Okay, so quick recap because this video is already long enough. Let's talk about what I like about the product. I love the technology, that it doesn't damage your hair. I love that it's an all-in-one product. You get a blow dryer, you get a straightener, you get a curler. I love the long barrels. After I tried them, hated the short barrels. So if you are interested in this Dyson and purchasing it, make sure you take the quiz to see which barrel is right for your hair. I really hate the price tag. I know Dyson is like the luxury brand of the hair care industry, but it's still super expensive, and for some people it's just not realistic, and I totally get that. That's like a mortgage to some people, or you know, their grocery bills for the month, or you could buy a lot of things for $600, right? I don't like the fact that you don't have short barrels and long barrels all in one. You either have to get one or the other. I think you can go to like a Dyson store and customize it, but who has a Dyson store near them? I know I don't. But yeah, and then you have to like purchase barrels separately. I just think everything should come all in one for $600. For $600, honestly, this thing should just curl my hair for me. I think it should be wireless. I think a lot of things. But do I hate it? No. Do I love it? No. Do I like it? Yes. Am I gonna keep it? Yes. I already returned the short barrel version. I was like, nope, I'm done with you. I could have gotten long barrels with it, but it wouldn't have matched because they don't sell the long barrels yet for that color, and I don't need the short barrels, so what's the point in keeping it? I do think there's a lot of options out there if you don't want to spend the money on the Dyson. I know Shark just came out with a hairdryer. It's $250. I own it. It's really great. It does come with other attachments. You do have the beach waver. You know, that's an easy to use tool. It's automatic. There's so many options out there if you don't want the Dyson. Don't feel like you have to get the Dyson just because everyone is talking about it. Don't feel like you have to jump on the bandwagon. I'm keeping mine because I'm interested in it. I want to keep playing around with it. I do like how my hair looked. I loved the blowout brush. I love the hair dryer on it. I want to keep playing around with the actual like barrels. So if you're comfortable with the price tag, or if you're on the fence, or if someone needs like a Christmas gift idea for you and they're willing to spend $600, by all means, go get it. Just make sure you get a gift receipt. And you know what? If you're not happy with it, at least you can say you tried it, you gave it a shot, and just return that sucker, because Dyson, full money back guarantee on their website within 30 days. It's not the greatest product I've ever used, but it is a really neat product and I do really like it. So there's my thoughts, there's my opinions. If you do have the Dyson Airwrap, do you love it? Do you hate it? Please comment below. I'd love to hear what everyone else's opinions are. But that is my video. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.